Grandville doesn't get talked about as a new construction market, but there is more getting built here than most buyers realize. In this brief, I'll walk you through what's actually under construction, who's building it, what it costs, and the development news reshaping the Rivertown corridor. First, the setting. Grandville sits about 12 minutes southwest of downtown Grand Rapids, along the Grand River and the I-196 corridor. That commute is a big reason new inventory here gets absorbed as fast as it gets built. Here's what you need to understand about building in Grandville. The city is compact and largely built out. New construction here mostly means infill, condos, and townhomes, and new phases at the city's edges, not big greenfield subdivisions. That limited supply shapes how this market moves. Some baseline numbers before the projects. Grandville is home to about 16,000 people. The typical home is valued just under $350,000. Listings go pending in about 9 days, and downtown Grand Rapids is roughly 12 minutes away. The headline residential project is the Highlands at Rivertown Park, off Ivan Rest Avenue at the city's edge, in the Grandville Public Schools District. It's the final phase of the Rivertown Park development. 34 townhome-style condos built by Intera Homes and Redstone Homes. Units run 3 bedrooms and roughly 1,800 square feet, priced from the mid-300s, with completions continuing into 2026. Put the whole build sheet together, and it comes down to 5 things. The final phase townhomes at Rivertown Park, the redevelopment underway at Rivertown Crossings, new outlot construction along the Rivertown corridor, infill and condo projects inside the city limits, and new builds carrying Grandville Public Schools addresses at the edges of town. Now, price. The typical Grandville home is valued just under $350,000, a few percent above the Kent County median of $335,000. 4-bedroom 2 stories generally trade between $400,000 and $525,000, so mid-threes townhome product slots in under the move-up market. The biggest development story is Rivertown Crossings. The mall sold to Poag Development Group in August 2024, with plans that include a hotel, more retail, and residential on the property. Since then, the former Macy's closed this past March, with re-tenanting already in motion. Celebration Cinema wrapped the first phase of a $5.8 million renovation, and a Raising Cane's is slated for the former Sears Auto Center site by late 2026. Here's my take. Most new construction around Grand Rapids asks you to trade commute for price. Grandville is the exception. You're buying new at close to the county median, 12 minutes from downtown, and the market has clearly figured that out. Here's how Grandville prices against its neighbors. It sits below Hudsonville and Jenison on the Metro's west side, and above Wyoming next door. For buyers cross-shopping new builds across the southwest corridor, Grandville is the middle path on price, with the shortest hop to downtown. And you don't get time to deliberate. The typical Grandville listing goes pending in about 9 days, matching the fastest pace in the metro. New construction is the workaround. You're buying off a builder's release schedule instead of fighting over resale inventory. What you're buying into is the Rivertown corridor. You get the retail and restaurant base around the mall, parks along the Grand River, and the Kent Trails route running through town, plus direct access to I-196 and M6. If you want in on new construction here, my advice is simple. Get pre-approved before you tour a model, ask the builder what's actually completing this year versus next, and treat final phase releases like the deadline they are. When a project like Rivertown Park closes out, that inventory is gone. Grandville isn't a high-volume build market, and that's exactly the point. Limited new supply meeting 9-day demand, 12 minutes from downtown. If a new build here fits your plan, let's talk timing before the next release.